Before the spark and the wire, there was only the flicker of flame. Candles dissolving into darkness, lanterns trembling in the cold night air. For centuries, the world moved by muscle, by steam, by forces we could see. But beneath it all, an invisible river waited, silent, boundless, ready to flow. For ages, we trusted only the tangible. Engines roared, steam surged. Gears carved motion into metal certainty. Empires grew on the back of visible power. Coal in the sky, iron in the hands of men. But every flame had a limit, every machine, a distance it could not cross. And yet, curiosity whispered. In a dim laboratory, a compass needle trembled near a wire. Hans Christian Ørsted had brushed against a hidden truth. Electricity and magnetism entwined. Alessandro Volta stacked discs of metal, summoning a small, steady current. A pocket thunderstorm, a spark of what was coming. But the invisible force remained elusive, a ghost, a whisper, a promise. It needed a mind that could see not just sparks, but principles. Not tricks, but deeper truths. Michael Faraday, a bookbinder's son, self-taught, driven by wonder. He asked a question that would change the world. What if electricity could create motion? And motion could create electricity? A circle, simple, perfect. Hidden in plain sight. Faraday chased the unseen. In the cold basement of the Royal Institution, surrounded by coils, jars, and the sting of metal in the air, he watched needles dance to forces no eye could see. The world wanted engines. Faraday wanted understanding. And then, in 1831, light broke through. A magnet moved through a coil. A current stirred. Motion, becoming electricity. Electromagnetic induction. As profound as gravity, as quiet as breath, Faraday glimpsed a future where cities glowed without flame and machines lived without fire. But early dynamos sputtered, society mocked, and illness dimmed his mind. Still, he pressed on, unraveling the laws of electrolysis, revealing electricity as the thread binding matter, chemistry, and light. He stood alone at the frontier of the invisible. The world admired his experiments,
and so we see the direct version of magnetism,
but did not yet grasp his vision. Across the ocean, the spark ignited a war. Thomas Edison, master of invention, championed direct current. Local, predictable, safe. It illuminated streets, but it could not cross the horizon. Then came Nikola Tesla, a mind of lightning, a dreamer haunted by waves and frequencies. Tesla's story did not begin with wires or coils. It began in a storm. He was born at midnight, during a violent lightning strike that tore open the sky above his village in the Balkans. The midwife called it an omen of darkness. His mother whispered, "No, he will be a child of light." From the beginning, Tesla saw reality as a machine made of patterns. As a boy, he watched rivers and imagined turbines. He stared at the stars and imagined engines that could capture their fire. He could see inventions fully formed in his mind, spinning and moving long before they ever existed. He once said that his imagination was so vivid, he could not tell vision from reality. Tesla's mother, an inventor in her own quiet way, crafted tools from scraps and taught him that creation was not magic, but discipline. His father wanted him to enter the priesthood. Tesla wanted to understand the language of nature itself. As a teenager, he suffered from intense fevers and hallucinations. Blinding flashes of light interrupted his vision. Patterns appeared in the air. Doctors feared for his mind. Tesla feared only that he would lose the ideas forming inside him. When the fever broke, he emerged sharper, clearer, and driven by something he could not name. He arrived in America with almost nothing, a few coins sewn into his coat, a book of poetry, and a burning vision of the future. When he met Thomas Edison, their collision was inevitable. Edison was practical, relentless, a brute force thinker. Tesla was precise and mathematical, a sculptor of invisible forces. Tesla redesigned Edison's motors, improved them, refined them, perfected them. But their philosophies could not coexist. Edison believed in trial and error. Tesla believed in visions. Edison worked with his hands. Tesla worked inside his mind. Tesla dreamed of alternating current, a ripple, a breath, a wave that flowed forward and backward, crossing vast distances with almost no loss. A sea could cross continents. A sea could power nations. To Tesla, it was the rhythm of the universe itself. Edison launched a brutal campaign to destroy AC public electrocutions. Dark propaganda. a war for the soul of the modern world. Tesla did not fight with fear. He fought with wonder. He allowed AC to pass through his body as electric arcs danced around him, proving it could be controlled. To the crowds, he looked like a man carved from lightning. But the war had a cost. Tesla lived in poverty, sleeping in his lab, skipping meals, working through nights without rest. He was consumed by visions larger than what industry could grasp. Then, in 1895, history shifted. The thunder of Niagara Falls was captured and sent miles away, using Tesla's AC system. For the first time, a river of invisible power crossed a continent. With victory came opportunity and solitude. Tesla lit the Chicago World's Fair with alternating current, turning night into day. Crowds stared at him as if he were a messenger of the future. But success did not shield him from the weight of genius. He worked alone, sacrificing sleep, meals, and relationships. He walked miles each evening to organize his thoughts. He lived inside visions of machines no one else could understand. He was adored, then doubted, then misunderstood. A man decades ahead of his time, forced to live in a world that could not keep up. Tesla dreamed beyond electricity. He imagined wireless communication long before radio. He envisioned remote-controlled machines decades before drones existed. He described a global network of information, a vision of the modern internet, in an age still ruled by steam. But his most ambitious creation was Wardenclyffe Tower. A colossal transmitter that could beam electricity through the Earth itself. Free power, limitless, borderless. He imagined a world where energy flowed like air, a world without wires, a world without scarcity. But financiers withdrew their support. Industries feared what could not be owned. Wardenclyffe dimmed, rusted, and fell. Tesla's greatest dream remained unfinished, not because it was impossible, but because the world was not ready. Yet even in failure, Tesla altered the trajectory of civilization. His visions became the seeds of future revolutions: radio, robotics, renewable energy, wireless transfer, and global communication. He reshaped not only machines, but imagination itself. The war of currents ended with a silent truth. Tesla had won. Humanity had chosen the path he saw from the beginning. And a river of invisible power now circled the planet. With AC triumphant, electricity stopped being a curiosity and became the world's heartbeat. Transformers stepped voltage up and down like conductors guiding a global symphony. Cities glowed, factories never slept. Skyscrapers reached into the night. Motion became energy. Energy became freedom. Faraday's induction powered the world. Tesla's polyphase system turned invisible fields into endless motion. Radios carried voices through the air.
Live from station WJ's.
Telephones connected distant hearts. For the first time, power was everywhere, yet seen by no one. The invisible machine had awakened. Faraday and Tesla glimpsed infinity, but lived only to see fragments of it. Faraday died honored, humble to the end. Tesla died alone, a mind too vast for his own age. Their monument is not marble. It is the grid humming beneath our feet. The glow above every city. The signal in every device. But every spark casts a shadow. Electricity powers our world and warms our planet. It elevates lives and leaves others in darkness. Still, we push forward, guided by their belief that the unseen holds answers. It began with a trembling needle. It became a world of light. And yet, electricity was only the beginning, because while currents flowed through wires, another invention emerged, one that would think, calculate, and dream. If you want to see how humanity encoded thought into silicon, how a machine learned to mimic the mind, join us in the next chapter, Designing the Future, From Machine to Mind. If this story sparked wonder, please consider subscribing. Your support is the energy that keeps these discoveries alive.